Welcome, everyone. Let's see. Welcome, everybody.
I think you have to push it home a little bit.
You have to hold it?
A little bit, yeah. It should pop on this.
Testing?
Oh, there it is.
There it is. All right, wonderful. Welcome, everybody. My name is Ava Rupp, and I'm an acting section chief at Citizenship and Immigration Services in Denver, Colorado. And it is my great pleasure to welcome you to your naturalization ceremony today. So first on our program is the national anthem. So I will welcome Laura and Evangelina to the podium to sing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets almost bursting in gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you so much. Let's give them one more round of applause. That was beautiful. All right, so as I said, my name is Ava Rupp, and I will be making opening remarks. And I have just a very simple message for all of you. And that message is thank you. All of you came here with hopes and dreams, and you have been contributing to the United States as residents of the United States of America. You have been improving your communities, raising families, contributing to the economy, and you could have done that for as long as you wanted to as a resident of the United States. But you all chose to fully participate in the United States as citizens. And that was a choice you did not have to make. That was also a choice that you made during one of the most difficult times in my personal history in the United States, during this pandemic, where there's been so much difficulty, economic difficulty, difficulty in families, illnesses, fear. You did not let that stop you. You applied to become a citizen of the United States during that time. And that really speaks to your core values, to your integrity, and to your determination to make this country your home. So I just wanted to offer those words of thank you. And it is my pleasure to be part of your ceremony today. So thank you. All right, so with that, I would like to welcome Dr. Matthew Hort from the High Plains Library District.
Thank you, and good morning, and welcome to the friends, family, officials, supporters, and of course, most notably, our soon-to-be new Americans. So just like Ava said, I'm Matthew Hort. I'm the director of the High Plains Library District. And I just wanted to say a few things about maybe your journey and then where you're heading from here. So, the last year and a half has been very difficult and challenging. And the fact that you're here today shows your determination to overcome those challenges and your willingness to work hard to overcome just the regular challenges, not to mention those very difficult, or the difficulties that were added due to the pandemic. It's amazing the level of preparation that's necessary to get ready for the citizenship test and interview. And I can't even imagine what you all went through to try to do that virtually. But you did it. You're here today, and we're here to recognize your efforts. So today we're going to celebrate your accomplishments, and throughout the ceremony, it marks a start of really a new journey as citizens of the United States. It starts a new chapter of the story for yourselves and then also for our country. The noted scholar and American historian Oscar Handlin, and who was also a professor at Harvard University, said, "Once I thought to write the history of immigrants in America, but then I discovered that immigrants were American history." So you've chosen to become a citizen, and the next step is to work on writing America's future, a bright future for yourselves, your family, and your families, and for our country. So throughout the rest of the program today, the speakers will encourage you to be involved, to vote, to be engaged, and to be informed. And I'll encourage you to do the same, but close with an invitation. Elliot Shilkrot stated, "Democracy depends on an informed population." Public libraries are here to help you to be informed and make your own decisions. I encourage you to come and utilize the libraries, whether it's one of the High Plains libraries or another. And just remember that we're always here to help and serve you. Oprah Winfrey said, "Getting my library card was like citizenship. It was like American citizenship." And you've each had a lot of time to study and learn to get to this point. So don't let that learning end. Take that knowledge that you've gained and help it to make our communities and our country better. So congratulations, and please remember to thank those who helped to get you here today. Thank you, and congrats.
All right, I will now welcome James Thompson from Senator Bennett's office.
Thank you. I want to send regards on behalf of Senator Michael Bennett. I'm his regional director for Northern Colorado, and he certainly wishes he could be you here today on this beautiful day. Senator Bennett asked me to read a letter on his behalf. Hello, my fellow Americans. It is my pleasure to congratulate you on becoming a citizen of the United States. This moment is a testament to your perseverance and hard work. Today marks the end of a long road to U.S. citizenship and the beginning of your responsibilities as a citizen. American citizenship is not a passive condition, but an active practice, a blessing that bestows both rights and responsibilities. The freedom to speak up, to protest, to worship, and to vote, for example, all rest on your willingness to practice and defend the right of all Americans to those freedoms. You join generations of citizens who have worked to keep alive the promise of self-government. As Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "Never before in the history of the world have so many racial groups and so many national backgrounds assembled together in one nation. And somehow, if we can't solve the problem in America, the world can't solve the problem, because America is the world in miniature and the world is America writ large." Those are the stakes of American citizenship. Whether peoples from every race, region, and religion on earth can, through the mechanisms established by our founders more than 230 years ago, sustain a government of, for, and by the people. But for the world, not only in our time, but for all time. It is a great responsibility. Grateful for all your work and sacrifice to become a citizen of the United States. Congratulations to you and your families. Thanks.
Thank you. I will now invite Dan Betts from Representative Buck's office.
I'm Dan Betts. I work for Congressman Ken Buck and I work out of his Greeley office here. Congressman Buck regrets not being able to be here today. But I can tell you as a staff person for the congressman, this is one of the most inspirational events that I ever attend. As a new citizen, you'll have all the rights and responsibilities of every American. You are 100% fully American citizens. Doing this event so close to Independence Day adds a specialness to this event. The United States has always been a beacon of hope, freedom, and opportunity for people throughout the world. And now it's your turn to join as citizens of this great country. Welcome and congratulations.
Thank you. All right, I will now welcome Mary Young, Colorado State Representative.
That was the problem there. I made it over the final step. I am Mary Young. I'm the state representative for this area, and we're so happy to have you join us today. I'm honored to be here today to join you in your joyous day celebrating your wonderful achievement, becoming an American citizen. I'm delighted to see that some of your family members are either here in person or joining us by live streaming to share in this momentous day. You worked hard to be here today. I know what an arduous road you have traveled to achieve citizenship, especially during the pandemic. I'm a second-generation American. All of my grandparents moved here from Ireland to live a better life, which they all felt they achieved. I saw it in their eyes, heard it in their words, but most of all, I saw it in their hearts and the way they embraced their decision to immigrate here and become United States citizens. I was impacted by the words of a very powerful president of the United States, John F. Kennedy, who said, "Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country." These are the words that inspired me as a young woman to commit to public service. I invite you as a citizen to participate in opportunities that are open to you in the community. First of all, is your responsibility to vote. Register to vote. Become an informed voter. What is an informed voter? It means that you must become educated about the issues that are important to you. Education, housing, transportation, climate, social equity, finance, whatever that might be. Have conversations with your friends, family, and neighbors about these issues. We need to understand different points of view to be informed voters. We can learn so much from those with whom we don't necessarily agree, and you have another wonderful resource in your library where you can research these issues. Visit your school board or city council meetings. Learn about the bills that we are discussing in the state legislature and listen to them being discussed in committee or on the floor of the House or Senate, either in person or remotely. Testify at legislative committees in Denver, either remotely or in person, when there is an issue that is especially important to you. We love hearing from our citizens. Make sure you let me know if you come to the Capitol so I can greet you. Also reach out to your state representatives and senators, your congressmen, and Senators Bennett and Hickenlooper. They can be reached by phone or email. Hearing from citizens like you helps legislators and elected officials better represent you and vote on bills that are in the interests of the community. Another way to become an informed voter and to contribute to the community is to get involved on a local and state level with the many opportunities available. Volunteer at a local school. Ask to be on the school's accountability committee and other committees. Run for the school board. Apply to city and county boards, library boards, advisory boards. Assist with voter registration. Follow your passions and contribute where you can. This country is best when we are united. We are strongest when we work together. This pandemic has challenged us, but with a commitment to this great country that we love, we will recover and build stronger, thriving, and united communities. Congratulations on becoming citizens of the United States of America. I hope you embrace the opportunities open to you and help shape a bright future for our country. Congratulations once again.
All right, I will now welcome Rhonda Solis from School Board District 6.
So I have to start by saying I'm humbled to be asked to be here with you today. I was trying to think, what would I say to you? I have no idea what your journey's been like. I have no idea what your ideas of being American is. But all I can do is share with you where I've come from and what I've done, and hope that it inspires someone to possibly go down that same road or bring along someone with them to take this journey. Being a school board member, I've learned so much about our community. Right now in our school district, we have over 100 languages that we deal with. We have refugees, we have immigrants, and we have amazing families that bring wonderful food to all of our different events. They bring wonderful culture. And if anything that I wanted to share, it's that you are now an American. You will learn the ways that we do everything when it comes to elections, when it comes to running for boards, commissions, how we operate as a community, the laws of the different communities. You will learn all of that, and that will become part of your everyday life. But what I also ask of you is to hold on to your culture, hold on to your language, hold on to your customs, and share those with us, because that really makes us more rich. The Spanish language in my family ends with my mom's generation, and that breaks my heart. And I think of all the different opportunities that I could have if I was bilingual. So I really encourage you to continue your language, share it with your children, make sure that they know about it, make sure that they know about the story of you coming here and how difficult that journey was and what you had to do to get to this point. A lot of the previous speakers spoke about, making sure that you vote and be part of the process. And I fully encourage you to do that. Right now, your experience, your lens is vital to be at the table so that we know how to do things better. We need to hear from you, and your story is important. In the school district, we welcome all children, we educate all children, and we believe all children can learn. Along with your right to vote, your children and public education are the two equalizers in this country. So I encourage you to reach out to the district if you have any questions, would like to be involved. We would love to have you. Like I said before, we encourage, different languages, different cultures, and we want to make sure that we share those stories with all of our children. Again, I'm humbled to be you. I can't even imagine what this has been like for you. I recognize my privilege in just being born here and having generations of family that have been here before. But then I also recognize the history of what it's been for immigrants to contribute to this country, even in the very state that we live in right now that we are. The Colorado Constitution was written in 3 languages, English, German, and Spanish. That again shows how much immigrants contribute to our country. So I want to welcome you. I thank you for taking this hard journey. I'm excited to work with you in the community. There's lots of community organizations out there, and please don't hesitate to ask for help. Although you're at this spot, there's still going to be challenges for you. I lost my job after working somewhere for 30 years and really struggled. Fortunately, I had the library to go to use their computers and help me out and print out things and apply for things. Also, we have a great county that has things to help you in your journey here and making sure that you're settled and feel, welcomed and supported. So please don't be afraid to ask for help. We're here to help you and to make sure that you have the best experience possible as being an American. And we're here with you. Welcome and congratulations.
Thank you. All right, Diane Feavera, the Colorado Lieutenant Governor. It is my honor to welcome you to the podium.
Everybody, I am Lieutenant Governor Diane Feavera, and what an honor and distinct pleasure it is to be here today with all of you to celebrate these 20 new United States citizens. In just a few exciting moments, you will all take the final steps of a journey that I know has been long and arduous. Becoming a citizen is no easy feat, and what you've accomplished is remarkable, and you should take immense pride in the work that you've done, the sacrifices you've made, and faith that you've sustained to reach this momentous day. For the last 2.5 centuries, the stories of immigrants have been woven in the fabric of our nation. In fact, it would be woefully incomplete without them. Each life is like a thread, unique in color and texture, but critically important to the tapestry of our nation. Today, your stories join those of the tens of millions of other immigrants who have adopted this country as their own and made it more beautiful and complete with their presence. There's no question that without the influence and centuries-long contribution of immigrants, the United States would not be the country that it is today. The same is true for our beautiful state. Immigrants have laid the foundation for our shared prosperity and wellness, and my grandpa was one of those. In 1870, immigrants made up more than 16% of Colorado's population. Today, that number is a little smaller, closer to 10%. But the contributions of our immigrant community are no less significant. And in fact, immigrants often take on the toughest and most important jobs in our communities. In the 1870s, building railroads, mining for gold, silver, and coal, working in the smelters, farming and ranching, and today, securing our food supply, caring for our sick, and helping our older adults as they age. So let me say unequivocally, no matter where you came from, no matter the circumstances that brought you here, you belong. Write the following. Ourselves to the margins so that the margins themselves will be erased. We stand at the heartless, at the edges. We join the easily despised and the readily left out. We stand with the demonized so that the demonizing will stop. We situate ourselves right next to the disposable so that the day will come at fundamental guided the work of the Polis Primavera administration for the last 2 years. I'm so proud that I'm able to stand in front of you today and declare with confidence that each day we move closer. A Colorado for All is a place where anyone, no matter their background, their race, their ethnicity, their sex, their gender, their orientation, of New Americans. In Colorado, we understand that we do better when we work together, and the Office of the New Americans will make sure that the unique needs of refugees and immigrants who adopt Colorado as their home are met. And in addition to supporting other organizations that serve immigrants, the office will also create an expanded space in which how to be a small part of your American journey and your American story. So thank you and congratulations.
Thank you. All right. So let's give all of our speakers and our singers one more round of applause. They did a wonderful job welcoming you and encouraging you. And I think all of their words just show how excited we are for all of you. One of the things that we like to do in our ceremony is to highlight the diversity of our new Americans. And so today we had one person who didn't make it, so we have 19 folks here today, but those 19 folks are from 10 different countries. So I would like to acknowledge each of you and your almost former country of citizenship by calling out the name of your country. So when you hear the name of your country, please stand so we can clap and acknowledge you. All right, the first country we have here is Burma. Please stand. All right, Canada. Colombia. Cuba. Guatemala. Iran. Mexico. Peru. Poland. And last but certainly not least, South Africa. All right. So is there anyone here who is ready to take the oath of allegiance and become a citizen? Raise your hand, cheer. Yay! All right, let's try that again. Is anyone ready to become a citizen? Yay! All right, well, wonderful. So I am going to administer the oath of allegiance to all of our soon-to-be new citizens. So what I will have you do is stand up and raise your right hand, and I will speak in short phrases, and please, as a group, repeat after me. All right, so please raise your right hand. I hereby declare on oath that I absolutely and entirely renounce and abjure all allegiance and fidelity to any foreign prince, potentate, state or sovereignty, of whom or which I have heretofore been a subject or citizen, that I will support and defend the constitutional laws of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I will bear arms on behalf of the United States when required by the law, that I will perform non-combatant service in the armed forces of the United States when required by the law, that I will perform work of national importance under civilian direction when required by the law, and that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. So help me God. Congratulations, you are now the United States' newest citizens. All right, you may sit down. All right, so what we usually do in all of our ceremonies is we pledge allegiance to the flag right after becoming new citizens. So I would have you please do what we ordinarily do when we pledge allegiance to the flag and stand up and place your hand over your heart and face the flag. So I'd invite anyone else who would like to join us to go ahead and join in. I pledge allegiance, and go ahead and say it with me. I'm sorry, I didn't make that clear. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. So all of you, when you checked in with me, you gave me your green cards. Some of you had several green cards. And I think for some of you that may have been a difficult step to take because you have had your green cards for such a long time. But I told you when you were checking in that you were getting something even better. So it is my privilege to present you with your certificates of citizenship today. So when I call your name, please come up and take your certificate. All right, Marziah Hogali, congratulations. Mint Win, congratulations. Yelena Trevino, congratulations. Cesar Acosta Perez, congratulations. Sandra Luz Cordero de Herrera, congratulations. Adolfo Carrasco, congratulations. And the next candidate will have to forgive me. I'm going to try with your name, but I don't know that I'll do it justice. Presmala Rabanowski, congratulations. Marilise Flessner, congratulations. Melanie Herben, congratulations. Federico Creel. Congratulations. Lisbeth Lopez Manso, congratulations. Claudia Kunz. Sidley Christmer.
Thank you.
Alex de Jesus Garbal Araneo. Thomas Nielsen. Berta Lima.
Thank you.
Dil Mohammed. Congratulations. Carmen Rosa Weidman. Maribel Terrazas. Congratulations. All right, so that concludes the formal part of our ceremony today, but I have a few concluding remarks and a few administrative things to share with you. So make sure you check your certificates and please let me know if there are any things that need to be changed. Also, at the top of your certificate, right around here, you will see a line. And on that line, please sign your name in black ink so that it's completely ready to use. Also, please do not laminate your certificate. Some people cover it in hard plastic or lamination, thinking that they're keeping it safe, but that actually causes it to be invalid and you have to fill out a form to get a new one, and we don't want you to have to do that. The last thing about you're completely eligible to apply for a passport after today, but please know you'll have to give them your original copy of your certificate and they will send it back with your passport. But please don't be surprised by that. You may want to make a black and white copy of your certificate while you're waiting for that to come back. A couple of other things that you will want to do as a new citizen. Several people mentioned registering to vote. As of today, you are fully eligible to register to vote. You will also want to go to the Social Security office to let them know that you are now a citizen. You may want to wait a few days for our systems to talk to each other, but as a citizen, your benefits are different. And if you want to apply for a job, you want to have told the Social Security Administration that you are now a citizen. There are also other next steps in your packets, so you don't have to remember everything that I'm saying, it's all in there. Before we conclude though, I just wanted to recognize the folks here from Centennial Village. They were here very, very early, setting everything up, and they told me this is their favorite event of the year, so I'd just like to give them a round of applause. I would also like to thank High Plains Library. Not only did we have a speaker from the library, but the folks from the library were here to welcome you, and they really helped with the ceremony. So let's give them a round of applause as well. All right. So with that, I will conclude today's ceremony, but not before we hear another beautiful song from Evangelina and Laura. I will welcome you to the stand.
For beautiful, for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Thine alabaster cities gleam, undimmed by human tears. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
you. So today we are going to conclude the ceremony now. And ordinarily we have all of our speakers shake your hand, but because of COVID, we are going to skip that part. However, if you'd like to have your picture taken with any of them, they will stick around. There is also a photo booth that is right over there where the folks there are waving. And there's staff from Centennial Village that will take your picture. Also, yeah, if you would like to have your picture taken with any of the speakers today, they would be happy to do that. But other than that, congratulations. I am so excited to be back here at a ceremony like this, and I'm just thrilled to be part of your journey today. Thank you.